was like 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening, and I went to a track workout with some friends, and I wanted to film them. I was riding my one wheel on the slippery turf and filming on my iPhone, and I think I was going too fast. Something happened. I fell off, I landed, and I thought I sprained my ankle, but I looked at it and it's swollen. I couldn't walk on it. But I went and got an x-ray, and the doctor said that I had broken my foot. Getting into the New York City Marathon is probably one of the hardest things. I was lucky enough to get a bib that was sponsored by a company, so it was a lot of work. It was very disappointing that I had to drop out.
It's definitely kind of sad that I'm not going to run the marathon tomorrow and they're not going to be able to watch, which, you know, probably would have been like 5 seconds. Because like you run by and then it's like transitioning, and with the large family is very hard. So I think it's okay.
Took about 6 weeks off, got back into running, and just kind of did base level running work.
For some reason, I'm struggling to just build the habit of running again.
I was like, I want to be able to bounce back. I don't want breaking my foot to defeat who I am as a character.
I'm gonna try to keep it easy today. I'm already out of breath. More like 130 heart rate is not good. 4.5 miles in, 142 heart rate, about 10-minute pace. I can tell my right leg is weaker. We're moving. All right, I just finished maybe like 7.1, 0.2 miles. My legs feel like jello.
Then it was a goal of finding another marathon to do, because I was like, I need to sign up for another marathon as soon as possible. Luckily, we found a charity that got me into the London Marathon.
I'm running with Wall Child, a charity that helps children and young people get the best care and support possible. I want to thank all the people who have already donated.
As soon as December hit, I think, I was like, Coach Parker, I want to run the London Marathon. I've got a little bit of base mileage in. I know I'm coming back from a broken foot, but can we get me running the London Marathon and do a decently fast time? And he was like, let's make it happen.
I think the biggest hurdle for you is going to stay off the monoboard.
The monoboard? Oh, the one wheel?
Yeah, the Dream Crusher.
Yeah.
So we'll just stay away from that. I think right now we're with where you're at, and then if we can do a sub 4 hour, that's going to be around a 9:09. It's like 9 to 9:05, somewhere in there is like a 4 hour marathon. 17 weeks. I say we shoot for it. I just say, dude, you just do it.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be so badass. I can't wait.
All right, just had my first call with Coach Parker. I'm a little nervous. I just want to be able to get to the finish line, because every race I've signed up for, I've gotten injured, I've failed, or I've missed it. So honestly, I just want to run the race. That is the primary goal. I'm gonna go in a little bit scared, a little bit timid when it comes to the workout, so I'm gonna hold back a little bit, but I'm gonna push. We'll see how we can do it, and hopefully I can succeed.
So December 19th, 2023 was my first workout, and Coach Parker just had me run 4 miles to see where my heart rate would be, and he was going to start to adjust and create workouts based on that.
Just finished my first workout of marathon training. Heart rate a little higher than I wanted, but okay.
And from there, since I had broken my foot, the next week was like 2 running workouts, 2 biking workouts. He just wanted to see how my body could take on the load of running, because we were still unsure with coming off a broken foot.
Well, we were communicating based off of your recovery and how fast you were getting back to health. Can we keep you healthy to not re-injure it? And that was going to come big with you having to consistently do PT and keep the strength. It was the only way to keep progressing and healing to get back to 100%.
Coach Parker was my main running coach, and he did a lot of the running workouts and the cardiovascular stuff. And then I also had a strength coach.
This is our first strength training session, and our plan for January is to show up 3 times a week because I've been lazy, right? Yeah.
And I kind of asked him to tune my workouts for marathon prep. I wanted to maintain strength, so we were still doing bench press, deadlifts, but we were also doing specific strength training for running and for muscular endurance.
You know, people like think bigger, faster, stronger and all that, so they're just lifting heavy, and whenever you lift heavy, you're gonna lift like probably like 1 to 5 reps or anything like that. I mean, you can speak for it too. There were times where we did like 400 jumps at one point in one workout. When I was watching, I was not jealous by any means.
And about week 4 to 8, it became a lot of like hill sprints was one of the workouts. We had a couple easy sessions, and then we had longer runs with a little bit of marathon pace in there.
So we definitely had to start low. We weren't doing, I don't believe it was even 20 miles a week the first couple of weeks. And then it was, okay, let's just see how we recover. Because you could say like, oh yeah, let's just go out and do 30, 35 miles in the first, couple of weeks. But if you don't already have like a pretty good base around that, then you can't just, increase that much. Like if you look at numbers or any business, a 10 to 15% increase in anything is massive.
I was like, I can manage this. It's not too hard. I wasn't dying after the workouts. My only goal was to complete these workouts because I'd come off my broken foot and I wanted to just make sure that I could finish them. As long as I was finishing, I felt satisfied and I felt very successful.
I got gels in my pockets right here, packed on deck, as well as here. Way too many shirts off because I shaved my nipples way too hard. Got my heart rate monitor, my core body temperature, 2 watches, the Whoop, and I got my kids here as well, Tejas and Colt. I'm nervous because I've never ran 15 miles and I haven't run any long runs outside yet.
So early February, that's when I started to miss workouts. I think I was doing pretty well showing up, but I prioritized YouTube content creation, which I would call work, over my marathon training. That's when the fear set in a little bit.
So we're about a mile and a half in. 10:30, 9:45 pace.
I'm in zone 6 and take us out.
Are you serious? All right, we're about 2 miles in. I'm getting nervous because I got to break off in 3 miles and then do my tempo stuff all by myself. But let's see. Hopefully it goes well.
There was only a couple times with a little bit of your travel where we had to shift some things around or, change the week a little bit, but we were still getting in the key workouts and key mileage, and you were not going to miss anything. I remember you're like, no, I'm getting it done today. I think I'm mentally tired. I'm not physically tired. Like, I'm getting it done. I'm like, okay, let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
54 minutes left. Why am I doing this? I'm questioning that in my head as of this moment right now.
I think the biggest thing I learned from a mental perspective was when I did the first 20-mile run. It was so hard. After 16 miles, I remember being like, this is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life.
0.01. Go one more.
Doing 20 miles is a long run. You have all this, like we said, right? We have compound fatigue. So it's not like you're deloading and you're fresh and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go out and do 20 miles. You're building up and then doing 20 miles with a lot of fatigue. So you almost mimic, because the amount of fatigue you have, going the full distance.
I'm surviving. We're here. We're alive.
It is going to be really hard, and it's not just going to be physically draining, it's going to be mentally and emotionally draining because you're like, oh God, I got to do this other workout. But if you stay positive because you're like, no, I got to do this because I want to nail that goal, that's that intrinsic motivation. When you're intrinsically motivated by something emotional, you can find a lot of discipline in that, and then setting your schedule so no matter what you feel, it's like, I have this goal in mind, nothing's going to get in my way.
Well, Apple Watch says 19.4. Garmin just hit 20. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna trust the Garmin because it finished me earlier. 2 hours, 57 minutes. Average heart rate, 146. Wow, average pace, 909. We should also keep walking. We're late for physical therapy. New record, baby.
Yeah, and I would almost argue the third person of my quote-unquote team was Mandy, and I would go to physical therapy. I would go on and off depending on if I had some kind of pain or injury.
So how many miles total did we go?
20.
Okay, wait, which day was this? Saturday? Today? Oh my God.
In the beginning, I had some pain in my right knee because my right leg was just weaker. I also didn't have a lot of flexibility in my right foot.
And he's been having some right knee pain, which is related to a fracture he had in his foot in the fall. We think that it healed with some compensation, some loss of range of motion. He has a little lost range of motion in the right foot, in the right great toe.
So I would go to her once a week and we'd work on trying to rebuild strength and create balance on both the left and right side.
This is an example of like an ankle that's like pretty stiff.
Right now it's inhibiting a little bit of motion that you're trying to take up somewhere else.
Just ran 20 miles, absolutely destroyed. Honestly, for some reason, mentally, it was way harder than it was physically. But I feel good. I feel strong. My knee didn't get worse, which is a good sign. Run the marathon, baby. Here we come.
For those that are racing tomorrow,
I got to get some runs in with my roommates, Tejas and Colt.
All right, this is mile 0. Mile 12. Mile 12 for him. How you doing?
I'm a little locked out with my hip flexors hurt, but
I feel like a big thing that I believe is really important is like community, friends, and people.
What it's like running with content creators.
I'm just trying to have a good time.
Colt was the last one to sign up for the marathon, so he had the least amount of training, trying to kind of get him as excited and be like, just because we started training earlier doesn't mean you still can't run the marathon.
Even if we aren't runners, at least we look the part.
Yeah, oh, it's new Ultra. Oh, yeah. Oh,
but knowing that all three of us were gonna run together was something that's like super meaningful. And I know there might never ever be a time again where all three of us run a marathon together. So.
All right, it's 5. I woke up at 5:15 a.m.
I decided to sign up for 2 half marathons in the middle of my training block for a marathon. One of them was in Zion National Park, which is in Utah.
Lap 11, 8:39, mile 11. 2 more, halfway.
And the second one I did was the New York City half, which is a pretty big deal. And I went a little bit faster than Zion, which was very exciting to see that I was physically improving.
Just went through security. This place is packed. Endless lines for toilets. People warming up. And I think I have to get in line like very, very soon. They made us take our watches and everything off.
That was even more of a kind of practice round for the race because I got to take the gels, there was security, you had to wake up really early.
Let's go.
You realize that you just told me you went out and an 8 to 9 minute mile, then you hit another gear, and we're doing 7:30s, and then you went sub 7 minute towards the end, and you're saying this like it was a nonchalant day. I just want you to sit there.
When I first found out about running the marathon, I was like, okay, this is awesome. I gotta go to London. This is gonna be great. I'm excited to run the marathon, but I didn't want to do it alone. So I called in my friends at Momentous.
Okay, we're in the content closet. What's up?
What's up? What's going on? You told us to sit down here. Like, gave us 0 instructions. So.
If you didn't know, Momentous is some of the highest quality supplements. They're dual third-party certified, NSF certified sport and informed sport, so you know that they're guaranteed banned substance free.
So, you know, it's the holidays, and I feel like we've had a great year, and I want to have a greater year next year.
I personally use their supplements every day, and I love their products, from their omega-3, vitamin D, whey protein, and more. Not only that, some of their products are curated by world-class experts like Dr. Andrew Huberman, Andy Galpin, and others. And knowing that there are different stacks that can help with sleep, recovery, fitness, whatever it is that you need, curated by these top researchers, is extremely valuable to me. If you do plan to buy Momentous, click the link in the description. Use my discount code Shervin for 15% off. That'll help support the channel so we can keep making videos like this and keep surprising my friends with fun, cool gifts. Now back to the surprise.
So, I thought we should do a fun activity. Open it.
Bro, this is a plane ticket.
We should all.
What?
Are you serious? We should all go to London together.
Dang, thanks for watching this. You know, this AdSense is really paying off for Shervin. I appreciate that, man.
Wow, I was like completely kidding.
Dang. Oh my goodness.
I think we should all go to London together.
Dude, we're gonna learn French. Messi?
They decided to take matters into their own hands, and they each got sponsored and they got bibs to run the marathon themselves. So it wasn't just them coming with me anymore. It turned out to be both my roommates, Colt and Tejas, were running the marathon.
I'm trying out these carbon-plated fuel cells today. Doing a little 5-mile run with Shervin. Feeling all right. Went on a little 5-mile run yesterday as well. Let's see, man. It's getting closer and closer to race day.
I'm gonna act like you're not right here. I'm gonna be like, yo, you talking Shervin? Are you talking? What up, White?
Talk to me, bro.
I'm making London plans. Are you coming to London?
I'm booked.
You booked yourself, or Shervin actually booked you?
Well, we came to an agreement where I would assist him with things.
What are those things?
A couple of clips. I have to do one collab post with him. And I told him for collab posts, I usually charge upwards of $4,000.
That's funny. Yeah, he just told me. He just told me. So
It's easy to prescribe a 12 or 18 week marathon workout plan and be like, I'm gonna do it all. And I did not do it all. I probably did 80%. During the block, there was like 1 week we went to Denver for an entire week. We went to California, I went to Seattle. This is the London Marathon 8-mile run today. We're prepping. Steven has been ready for 10 minutes and I have not. That's all I need. There were definitely weeks where I missed workouts and where I did maybe 80% or 70% of the actual prescribed workout that day in terms of like mileage.
You know, you don't have to do every run. I heard someone say if you do 80% of the runs, it's good enough. I'm not an Olympic athlete. I'm not trying to achieve something great. I'm just trying to finish.
I think the hills count for something.
It is Sunday, March 24th. We are exactly 4 weeks away from the London Marathon. I'm gonna run around 2 lakes here and then across the water in downtown Seattle. All right, we got 17 miles loaded up. Let's do this. 17 miles complete. I think around mile 13 I felt good. I was doing like 740s, maybe 8 minutes, maybe it was downhill. And then I felt like I hit a wall, energy, fatigue, but I finished it. I just pushed through mentally and tried to stay at that pace and not get any slower. We have 10 miles with a 4x4, 1200 meter repeats, 3-minute easy in between. I had half a burrito and a little bit of water. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, the elevation and the dry air gets to you. 1 minute, 30 seconds, last interval, baby. I think I'm cheating because I'm walking, whatever. Done. I did 9.15 miles, missing 0.65, but we have to shower and check out of this hotel literally in the next 30 minutes.
So my longest workout ever was a 20-mile workout, and then I think we did 16 or 18, and then I did one more 20-mile workout.
We should be done running 3 hours-ish. This is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna do laps up and down the West Side Highway. All right, we're 2 miles in, average pace 9:07. A little cold, but it's gonna keep getting warmer, so. All right, 12 miles, 13 miles in, half marathon. I'm a little tired. Left hip abductor hurts a little bit.
Yeah, good and bad things about coaching Shervin. What were they?
You know, I'm not even going to say this just to make you sound good. You're easy to coach because you want to do the work and you want the guidance. There's a lot of freedom with discipline. I think that's why it was so easy, because you were disciplined through your training. And that's why you saw the progression that you did.
All right, London Marathon. We are 8 days away. 5 days from the London Marathon. Here we go, so 12 miles, the last long run.
10-mile run with a 10K tune-up.
All right, just finished 8 miles, 7 miles on the rock today, 4 easy. All right, we got shoes, bib, Monster energy drink, extra clothes, waters. This thing is heavy. First marathon, got everything we need. Just gotta walk to the station. Let's see how this goes. Should be a walk in the park, as they say.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
So last year I still got to watch the New York City Marathon, and I got to watch Tejas run it, seeing the energy, the excitement, the thrill, and then being like, oh, I can't run, and then showing up to London and now being a part of the experience.
All right, today I'm running with Wallchild. I'm running for Archie here. Thank you, Wallchild, for helping me get a bib. You think you're gonna go 4:15? Depends on if I'm babysitting Colt.
So the first 2 miles of the marathon, I ran with Tejas, my roommate, and we were just kind of going easy, nice and slow. Tejas wanted to meet up with my other roommate, Colt.
Oh, yeah, we started! We're doing it! Oh no, I gotta almost go. Tejas almost died already. Shervin's still here. Still here. He's definitely not doing 3:30 if he's with me. Oh, chill. I'll see you later. Bye.
Turns out he was right, but I did leave him after 2 miles.
All right, Tejas, just in case I don't see you. Good luck. You too, boss.
He met up with Colt. Tejas and Colt ran the rest of the entire marathon together, which I was very impressed by. And then I kept going.
All right, first aid station. We got a full water bottle. What is this, luxury? It's madness. Shervin! Let's go!
I think I learned that if you set a goal, you can achieve it. Putting in the work, showing up every day, and setting a time-bound goal is really valuable, because once you do that, you'll actually see progression. You actually see that you're getting better at something. Any kind of goal that you want to achieve in life, as long as you're willing to set a deadline, anything is possible.
This is it. 3:31, unofficial. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
People are always saying, oh, I could never do that. I'm like, you could.
I remember writing in one of my journals, like maybe 7 years ago, a bucket list of items, and one of them was running a marathon. Crazy to think that I wrote these bucket list items that I thought were almost impossible, that I actually checked one off.